Spiritual healing with yoga. Everything in life is a contribution of two factors, cause and effect. In using medications to treat ailments, diseases, or illnesses, only the effect is addressed and not the root cause of the problem in the first place. This then allows for the problem to keep reoccurring and further treatment has to be sought. It's a vicious cycle that most people today take for granted, as the medication often work quickly and satisfactorily to rid the problem. Most main causes of diseases, ailments, and illnesses are because of poor diets, chemicals ingested in the form of medications, or the general attitude of the individual. Yoga techniques address these very important aspects with postures and poses and deep breathing exercises. Besides the yoga regimen of exercises, there is also another side of yoga that one can specifically train on. This is the spiritual side of yoga. Spiritual yoga teaches the individual how to attain a simple outlook in life and not too busy the mind with always chasing material things with the intention of gaining satisfaction. Yoga teaches how to get in touch with the inner man. Through the poses and meditations, the inner self can become centered and thus create a very powerful energy source, which in turn can provide the healing force necessary to heal. Being able to draw from this inner power should be the goal of every person's spiritual harmony. Yoga brings together physical movements with philosophical thinking, which equates the beginnings of spiritual healing. The spiritual healing process works on 3 levels. The balancing of energies, thought, the entire being, and maintaining the equilibrium in the consciousness are the focal point. Using yoga to achieve spiritual healing also does 23 work to the overall benefit of the individual in terms of the reactions one has with the outer elements. With the peace and holistic nature of the individual now possess, little can cause negative effects in his or her life. Emotional healing through yoga. The emotional well-being of an individual is very important to maintaining good health and a good attitude in life. If a person's emotional health is not at its optimum positive level, then all other part of the body start to break down over time. This negative process is so subtle that very few people, if any, see the connection at all. Free your mind. All emotions are considered sacred, it's how these emotions are handled is where the problem lies. In the practice of yoga, the individual learns how to calm the body and mind and teaches the mind how to reach a level of peace and contentment. When this is successfully understood and learned, then the emotional healing process can take place. Armed with the emotional strength derived from learning yoga, the individual learns the difference between responding to a situation or conflict as opposed to reacting to it. Emotional healing helps the individual develop the thinking that reacting to negative situation, instinctively with emotions like anger, frustration, and grief can be controlled and turned into responding to the situation with a more positive attitude. This then allows the yoga technique to promote emotional healing from within to avoid any outside negative energy from seeping in. In this way, the individual gets to stay connected to the spirit and truth of the inner self. Healing emotionally through the use of yoga ensure the individual no longer looks upon a situation with the view of being victimized, rather this ability now gives the individual the strength to reinforce the self-identity with confidence. On a cellular level, even the body cell imprint the corresponding emotions in our thoughts and replicate them in the cell makeup. Therefore, connecting the healing pattern with the now optimum healing levels brings about both positive elements into the body and mind. Thanks for watching it. If you like this video, share it with your friends. Like it and subscribe to Natural Heal and Cure.